106.7 Lights FM.
106.7 Light FM. I'm Cubby. That's Christine, and he's golfing right now. Currently, if you're watching, it's Anthony, Rodia, the funniest guy I know, who's headlining Caroline's on Broadway this weekend. What is up, Anthony?
What's going? Yeah, that's not a green screen behind me. That's a golf course.
That's the real deal. And yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to do like commentary with Cubby, like Anthony is going for, what did you just do? A birdie or something? And we're just
that was a one-handed birdie attempt. I'm gonna I'm gonna not break 80 by one stroke, and that's gonna be the stroke. So
Right. And
yeah.
Christine, you know nothing about golf, do you? But if you can
No,
break 80,
I have no idea.
if you can break 80, that's good. What is your handicap, by the way? Do you have one?
I'm down to a 12-4.
Not bad.
I'm one of the rare guys, so my comedy, my golf, everything is I'm very competitive with myself. So I'm that guy that goes to the driving range, videotapes myself for an hour, goes home, and then puts myself on the screen, my TV, and then I try to fix my alignment, my hands, and then my wife will walk in and look at me and just go, "You have absolute serious issues and you need mental help." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, you married me. Who needs the mental help?"
So Anthony, look, we're big fans. You're funny as hell, and you've just like gone to the stratosphere lately. You kind of started off on the social media platform, but for those that don't know, like your type of comedy, when people see you at Caroline's this weekend, like what are they going to get?
I hope I'm a firm believer. I say that the best kind of laughter is the kind that hurts. So they're gonna get stomach pains, but I don't write my humor based on what I think is funny, because comedy is subjective. So what I find funny, you might not find funny. So rather than write it based on funny, I write it based on who's gonna relate to it. Because if you go to a comedy show and it relates to you, you're gonna laugh automatically, and even more so. So I write it based on what I think people are gonna relate to. So I talk about everything. I talk about family, my wife. I got about 25 minutes about my wife. If she's at the show, that's kind of knocked down to about 10, because I don't want to get killed on the way home. But I was raised old school, first generation Italian American. I was raised old school. So, back in the day, if you were raised like that, you're going to kind of cringe, but laugh. And it's nice that we're all, around today to laugh about it. But you're going to find that a lot of my humor relates to it. Hits close to home. And, some people ask me, is it the same thing they see online? It's totally different. And then, what's nice about my show, it's that you'll have 3 generations at one show, which is weird. Like you'll see a 20-year-old kid with his parents and his grandparents all laughing hysterical at the same show, which is nice, because there's not too many comedy shows that, think about their mindset, how different it is. So to have 3 generations like that laughing, it's nice to see.
It is. Well, you've got great characters, Uncle Vinny, Zia Lucia, being from the tri-state area, and, my best friends being Italian. I'm not Italian. My dad was off the boat from Hungary. But anyway, I know these people.
Well, listen, Italians relate to people from Hungary, because we often are. We're very hungry all the time.
Yeah.
I'm starving right now. I'm trying to fast. I want to eat a golf ball.
And thank you for making the best food, because Italian food is like the greatest.
It is.
So you were so busy during our lockdown period doing these videos, entertaining us and playing all the characters. They're really, really wonderful. Are you kind of like, but do you feel like, all right, I want to move on from like all the COVID stuff now? Or are you going to bring some of that into the show at Caroline's?
Yeah, I mean, I graze on it. I talk about it a little bit. I don't want to shy away from it, because I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't have a filter when you do comedy. You should talk from the heart. It's a big part of everyone's life right now, so I don't want to shy away from it. I also don't want to make too much humor about it, because it's absolutely sucked the past year and a half or 2 years. But I talk about everything. Something might happen to me Friday that I might throw into my show Friday night that people that came Thursday night might not hear. So I'm always trying to switch it up. The characters, I'm always going to do the videos. They've kind of taken on a life of their own. We have wine coming out. They're the face of the wine bottles. We have cartoon coming out with them. I'm actually jealous of the popularity that my characters are getting, which I know it sounds weird, and trust me, I look at them like they're real people, and I just stop and go, "Aunt, you need medical attention. That's not right."
And when was the last time in front of like a live audience? Because it's been a while, right?
No, I've been busy. I've been busy during the pandemic. We were doing shows in parking lots. We're
Oh,
doing
I didn't
outdoor
know.
parking
Oh,
lot
okay.
shows.
So you weren't doing comedy
Yeah,
club. You
I've
were
been
still
busy.
working.
Correct. Like right now, I'm probably booked this year. I've been booked every weekend except 3. So
Wow.
people have been coming out, and listen, the comedy clubs in different states. I tour with Goomba Johnny, which he says hello, by the way.
He's the best.
We've been to all different states, Texas, Arizona, Denver, and yes, there are states that handle it differently, but at the end of the day, they all try to be safe in their own way. So you need to laugh. I mean, everyone has to laugh right now, especially what we're going through. But I've been busy, thank God. I'm very blessed that my fans have been coming out to support. And it's funny because what I did during the pandemic, making, at one point I think I made 90 videos in a row for 3 months straight every day. They come out to my shows now and they thank me for what I've done for them during the pandemic. So when you're able to do something like that and you don't even realize you're doing it, it's nice to see. It's nice to see what comedy can do.
Right.
Yeah, we absolutely needed that to get us through this time. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How about your family? So I know you say you've been working a lot, but for those of us who barely left the house for 18 months and have seen, as my boyfriend said to me, I'm your human. Like we've just seen like 1 or 2 other people. How have you and your family together dealt with all of this?
I mean, we have 2 kids. It's rough. My son was born a month before the pandemic really hit. So when we started taking him out, like after a year, he's like, wow, there's other people in this world. But we've been pretty good, I mean, unfortunately, I say unfortunately and fortunately, we ended up getting it, believe it or not. I got it, my wife got it, my kids got it. We were done in probably 36 to 48 hours, thank God. So it's been crazy, but I always say to everybody, I mean, if you can laugh, especially with comedy or just laugh, I mean, for anything, comedy and laughter is the best escape from reality. And right now, the reality that we're in, we kind of need that once in a while. So I try to keep it lighthearted at home. I never watch the news. I don't let my kids watch the news right now because the only thing good about the news is the weather. It's crazy. So we just, we try. I try to keep my wife laughing, which that doesn't work because I think she's the only person on the planet that might not laugh at me. But we just always try to joke around. I'm like this off stage and on stage. So I'm a good person to be around at times like this. At times when we're supposed to be serious, I'm the last person you want to be around.
Right. Hey, Anthony, being I'll let you go in a second, but being the true Italian that you are, Light FM, like the big Christmas station, we go all Christmas.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Dominic the Donkey? Is that like
of course.
I mean, do you have to hear it like multiple times a year being Italian?
After the 6th time, I turned it off. But yeah, I mean, I've been listening to that since I was a little kid. I mean, when you hear those bells and that song start, it's Christmas, unless you're at Marshall's, and then it's probably just September. But those department stores, they start them really early.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a big Christmas guy. Christmas might be one of my favorite holidays. And it has nothing to do with presents.
How about pumpkin spice coming out earlier and earlier? You into that stuff?
Not a fan of pumpkin spice. No, I'm not a fan. It comes out way too early. I'm still drinking, cold brew iced tea and stuff. But Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and it's because of the fish that I eat Christmas Eve. It has nothing to do with the gifts. But yeah, they started early, man. I mean, you guys started early. I'll hear Mariah Carey in another 3 weeks singing Christmas music.
All right.
It's all listen. To me, Christmas is a holiday that we need. We need everything that keeps us positive, and Christmas is one of them. I just wait until like November for Christmas. And to everybody out there, if you put up your lights before Thanksgiving, I'm unplugging them when I pass your house.
All right, real quick. Caroline's on Broadway all weekend long. You're doing 2 shows beginning on Thursday. And how can people follow you on social? Even though we know, tell everybody.
Everything is Rodia Comedy. Facebook is Anthony Rodia Comedy. YouTube, Instagram, just type in Rodia Comedy, it'll pop up. And then those are the videos I do. And then when you come see me live, it's more relatable, but totally different than what you're used to seeing online.
Well, Anthony, we love you, man.
Thank you. And I gave up a birdie for you guys, so don't ever say I'm not a fan of Light FM.
Thank you.
After the show, Christine's going to Google, the hell is a birdie? He killed
a
bird?
I'm still, you didn't hurt a bird. No birds were hurt during this
no animals
game,
were
right?
injured.
Okay, good.
No animals were injured.
All right, hit them straight, Anthony. Have a good one.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a good one. Thank you so much.
106.7